I want to talk about how different each of us are every single day from yesterday, and how that affects our own life, our own growth, and how it affects our relationships, and how we can really live tantrically, really be alive and excited every single day we wake up. Last night, my daughter and I were watching a show called Bones. And Bones is a story about this woman who is an anthropologist, absolute genius, but emotionally she's very stagnant. She's very young, actually. She doesn't get people. She doesn't understand how to connect with people. She sort of lives in her brain, and that's the only place she lives. And as the seasons go on and the story goes on, you slowly see each experience changing her. Every experience with a friend, every time someone confides, every time she finds herself moved by something, some part of her grows. And it's really done brilliantly because you actually see how every tiny experience changes her, and her character is allowed to grow every single step. And this is a real challenge in life because often we don't actually allow ourselves to grow as much as we have grown every single day. And we don't allow the people around us to grow as much as they've grown every single day. Can you imagine that right now, as we're chatting, you have never seen me before? You've never heard this version of me talk. I've had countless experiences, aha moments, sad moments, happy moments, moments that really challenged me, whether it's questions people ask me that make me go, whether it's writing a book and coming to a realization, whether it's walking down the street and someone smiles at me and it just fills me with hope and happiness. Maybe you're a student and you've watched 100 of my videos and you think, no, I really know this person. Or you're a friend. Or maybe you've never watched a video, you don't know who I am. Who knows? But the reality is, I'm different today. The beliefs I hold, the thoughts I have, how I present, how much hope I have, whether I'm clearer on certain things, whether I'll get angry about certain things. I'm different today than the last time we met. And so are you. Every single day you have experiences. You have aha moments. You have sadness. You have those moments that make you stop and go, you know, I'm never going to take this for granted again. Done. You know, I'm going to be good to my body, or I'm going to live life and I'm going to stop worrying about things that don't matter. You know, we have these moments all the time. It can be watching a sunset. It can be seeing a newborn baby. It can be simply reading a book or watching a video or anything that just makes you go, damn, that's right. What am I doing? The challenge is that we don't understand how much we shift in those moments, and we fall back into old patterns, and we also hold each other in patterns. It's interesting, you know, I have friends from university, and I might not have seen them. I don't see them very often, but we met, say, 25 years ago when I was in my early 20s. And then I'll see them later, but I don't see them very often, so I'll see them later in life, and they'll say things to me like, oh, you're always so bad at directions, or oh, you just always, forget those things, or oh, you're so lazy about that or something. And I think, well, maybe I was when I was 21, but I'm 47 now and raised kids and done 1,000 things and run businesses and written books and gone through illness and all kinds of things. I'm really not that person anymore. I genuinely am not, and it always makes me stop and go, So that's very obvious. That's a very obvious disparity between my actual reality and the reality they once knew me, in all genuineness. The real challenge are the people who are closest to us that we see every day. They're the ones that hold us in patterns because they think they know us. That familiarity makes us believe that I know this other person. And that's a real challenge because people, let's say let's say you have a problem with anger. Your loved ones will always assume that you're going to get angry no matter what happens. But what if you've come to a realization and you don't get angry anymore? It's really easy for things people say to kind of trigger you back to, well, screw it, I may as well just get angry. Even if it's unconscious, we don't realize it. So this is where it's really, really, really interesting to look at each other and say, I don't know you. I might have known you for my whole life, but I don't know the person whose eyes I'm looking into right now. Because you're different. You're different than the last time I met you. Even if this is a partner who you are sleeping in bed with, and you woke up, you went to sleep together, and you woke up this morning, that person had dreams. Over the night, they grew. Different myelination patterns within the brain happened. They learned things, they changed. Imagine waking up and rolling over and going, hey, and not knowing who this person is, and genuinely getting to meet this person new every single day. Imagine getting up and looking in the mirror and looking at that person like you've never met them. They're brand new. You know, we do this. Maybe yesterday I was really struggling with something. Maybe I was struggling with grief or anger or an addiction or a lack of hope or something. What if I'm not today? What if healing happened overnight? What if I read all the right books and suddenly, sometimes it just takes 20 or 30 different ways of hearing something, then suddenly something clicks. Maybe something clicked. Maybe today you're not the same as you were yesterday. Well, in fact, you aren't. You're different. This is what makes living really alive. This is when you wake up in the morning and it really is a brand new day because we are new. We are truly a combination, a compilation of every experience we've ever had in our life. That is who we are today. We are different. We are bigger. We are bolder. We are stronger. We are wiser than we were yesterday. When we live in this moment today and we bring nothing forward from yesterday, that's when we actually live who we are today. And now you imagine all your relationships, your children, your friends, your partners, your parents. Imagine when you look at them and go, hey, how you doing? And genuinely not having any expectation or any belief that you actually know anything about the person that's looking into your eyes right now. Every relationship stays new. We always stay in a place of exploration and wonder and the desire to connect. Because, imagine even that we are now infinitely different, right? You and I are different people than we were the last time we connected. And everything around us is different. You speak to astrologers and they will tell you that where the stars are placed, where the planets are in alignment, alters human behavior. It alters our feelings. It alters how the world works, whether we believe in it or not. I certainly feel it. I can wake up one day and I can be so full of energy, or the next day I wake up and I'm so wonky. And you talk to everyone, they're like, oh, I just don't know what's going on. People are just crazy today. I don't know why. But positioning of the planets is a pretty good idea. Or maybe it's raining. Maybe there's crisis in your town. Maybe you're grieving. Maybe something happened. So it's really important to imagine that not only are we different, our surroundings are different. All the variables around us are different than yesterday. It is truly a new day. So imagine that. So now you have other people in your life, infinitely different, infinitely different, infinitely different. Every moment is new. This is the true nature of life. We just have to kind of wake up, take a pause, and really enjoy it.